What's going on, everyone? How we doing? Chef Mike here, making video number 3. I'm excited for this because it's the first one where I'm not just using anything in my kitchen. We're actually using a recipe. Everything in that recipe will be in the comment section. So let's have a good time. Let's enjoy this. And if you like what you see, follow me on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. And please leave feedback. I enjoy it. Alright, cheers, my friends. Take care. Alright, so earlier this week I posted on Instagram, asked some fellow watchers to see what they would like to see next. Someone said they want to see a pasta dish. People said I want to see calzones. Well, in my head, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make my own homemade mac and cheese, and I'm going to put it in a calzone. Best of both worlds over here. I try to spoil you guys. So, that being said, I have my pancetta diced up. The cheese I want to choose, I have sliced pepper jack and sliced cheddar cheese. And I just cut it up myself. It doesn't really matter. You can buy it shredded, whatever you like. I like to do this. This is the way I do it. So, pancetta is just cured pork belly, also known as bacon's crazy uncle. Delicious, really good stuff. Even better in a calzone. Well, check it out. All right, so. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pancetta in the pan. Let's say medium heat. I'm going to let that cook off for a little bit. While that's cooking, we're going to make our cheese sauce from scratch. So the first part of the cheese sauce that we're going to do is to make the roux. So roux is just the same portion of butter with the same amount of flour. So right now I'm doing 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of butter. We get that kind of rather on the high heat. Let the butter melt a little bit. So while the butter is melting, I'm going to whisk it up a little bit through. I'm going to take our flour. I'm going to add it in there. So now we have our flour. I'll mix our flour up with the hot butter. You get the flour in the corner. You don't want to taste that later on in the sauce. You can see. Yeah. A little good time right there. Let's see. You just kind of want the texture of basically wet sand at the beach. Texture of wet sand at the beach is what you want your roux to be. We have that there. Got this nice and hot. I have 2 cups of heavy cream. I'll pour that right in. Checking my pancetta over here. That's nice. I have my 2 cups of heavy cream going. I'll let that heat up. It's very nice and hot. So, in my pan, I got the roux, the heavy cream, pancetta over here, my boiling water for my pasta going on. And as you see, the heavy cream is starting to boil here. I'm going to turn it down to medium heat. We're going to add our cheese to this. That melting point right here. We're going to not get it on the stove. It's okay if you do. Make sure you clean up after yourself. That's all. We got some cheese. We got some more cheese. I'm not going to be shy on the cheese. Put it in there. It's probably about a pound of cheese all together. Just kind of mix that together. cheese is getting nice and melted. Rather on the thicker side of sauces, but you know, it's good. It's gonna hold and stick pretty well to the pasta. Alright, so we're gonna nice and mix. Look at that. We got a nice cheese sauce. Kind of tough to see, but I know. Nice and mix here. And a nice cheese sauce. Thick. Still have it on about a low heat. I'm gonna have garlic powder, onion powder, crushed red pepper, kosher salt, and black pepper. That's a little mix. We're gonna get that in there. Give some flavor. There we go. You hear it popping. Might got a little cheese sauce on the stove there. It's okay. It happens sometimes. Let's nice and heat up. Pancetta over here, nice and crunchy going. Watch out for the pops. I'm going to shut that off and let it cook. Cook its way out. Nice cheese sauce. So the next thing on the list, we're going to cook up some pasta. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to edit that into it. Nothing to see here. I just dropped our shells over the cutting board. It's alright. Think I learn how to edit videos. We don't have to worry about this. Nothing to see here. There we go. And with some editing, you saw nothing. The one raw calzone, the same way we did with our pizza dough last week. It's got a good amount of flour. You know, not too much. We're gonna make a huge mess in your kitchen. You know, but enough to be able to stretch the dough out. So, as I said before, I always just use the weight of the dough to stretch the dough out on its own. Use the weight of the dough. You don't have to worry about ripping. Just nice and easy. You know, nothing crazy. We get in there. No, we're not making a circle. Alright guys, here's the fun part. We get to put our calzone together now. Pasta's cooked, cheese sauce is cooked, pancetta is cooked. Now what we gotta do is put the calzone together, pop it in the oven. So before I do that, get a nice sheet pan right here, a little olive oil. Just don't be afraid, use your fingers. Get the olive oil all in there. Kind of like you make it, like say with the pizza last week. You don't want the pizza dough to stick to the pan. So we get the olive oil, nice. Nice coat over there. Then we're going to take our pizza dough that we worked on, put it right into the pan. You don't want to put the calzone together on the cutting board, butcher block, or anything besides the pan. Because once you do, it's a pain in the ass to try to pick up. Now we have this. So we have pizza dough. We have our pasta. So in the pasta here, I use small shells. Those are the best because they hold the pockets of the cheese. So when you bite into it, it's just like goddamn. Cheese sauce. I mix it into my pasta now. So we got a beautiful homemade mac and cheese. Got a beautiful homemade mac and cheese sauce. Bring our back our dough. We're going to build the calzone. What we're going to do is we're going to do the pasta first. Go over the top. Yeah, fill it up. You know, just there we go. I might not use all the pasta, if not to be hell of a calzone. Let's see. Alright, so when you're doing the calzone, make sure you get all the stuff that's the filler on one side of the pizza dough. So that make it easier later on to flip it over. So I got my mac and cheese right there. We got some nice crunchy pancetta that we cooked off. I'll put that right over the top. It's gonna give it a nice little crunch. A lot of salt right there, so let's hope you have a good heart. Alright. So now my mac and cheese, pancetta, I'm gonna fold it over. This, that, and what we're gonna do is just kinda push the calzone into the middle of the pan so when the dough expands while cooking, it doesn't overflow. Just take your fingers at the edges here, just kind of press into it. You don't have to go too crazy. No reason to go too crazy. No. And what I like to do is just make a couple slits over the top of the calzone. A little paring knife. A couple. Develops air pockets so everything stays nice and hot. But it doesn't burn the living crap out of you when you go to cut open the calzone later on. Alright, so what I do is on top of the calzone, just give a little bit more olive oil right over the top. A little rub down here. A little rub down, you know. There we go, looking good. And then we take some shredded Parmesan cheese and put her right over the top. Not too much cheese is never, I mean, use all the cheese you want, it's never too much. And I just take a little, just a little dry Italian seasoning, put it over the top. So it's going to be nice because when you cook this off, the inside's going to be nice and hot. The dough's going to look good. But the Parmesan cheese on top is going to get nice and crunchy. Give you a nice crunchy view. Remember, when you put it in the oven, we're going to do 450 degrees. We'll start for about 10 minutes. Alright guys, here's our calzone. Nice and ready. Look at it. Looking good, huh? Nice and crispy. It's gonna be hot. Just came out of the oven. Alright, so while I was in the oven, I give it about 8 minutes. Then open the oven door, flip it, and reverse it, as Missy Elliott would say it. And she'll say some other shit after that, but give it another 8-9 minutes, and then you have this. Now, when we slide off our pan, like that, we want to give the calzone about 5 to 8 minutes to rest. Yeah, we want to cut right into it because it can just, well, let it settle. Give it some time. So, we'll be back in a couple seconds to check it out, alright? Alright guys, we're ready to cut into our calzone. See what kind of magic we made today. We're right in the center here. Nice and crunchy. You hear that crunch? Look at that. Look at that steam, looking good. Looking ready. Looking ready to be consumed. All I need is a beer with this now. Alright, let's take an initial bite of our calzone. See if it came out the way we want it to come out. See how awful this came out. Yep. Right, that's bad. Hearing about it. Yep. Awful. I'm gonna wash it down with some beer. Yep. It's actually really damn good. I hope you make it. I hope you enjoyed the video. This is heavy as shit. If you made this kind of calzone, it's definitely for a group of people. You know, have a little party, Super Bowl, fights. You know, you have some friends coming over, play Dungeons and Dragons or some shit like that. This calzone would be perfect for it. So, enjoy. Thank you again.